Hello, everyone. Welcome to my webinar. Just let us wait a few more seconds. I'll get some water and then we get started. Great. This webinar I want to dedicate to all health professionals who are interested to add another income stream to their services they do at the moment, and which fits perfectly, in most cases, fits perfectly to what they already do, because I am about to share very interesting information how you can keep your clients and patients even more happy. And maybe you know that most clients and patients, they visit you when they have a problem. Once you have solved the problem for them, then they are gone and they might not come back before another pain turns up. And today I share information with you how you still earn from these people, how you keep them happy on the long run, and they might not come back to you for a longer time, which is, from their point of view, that's good because they are happy and healthy. But you still earn from them, and you still get the fulfillment, because I'm pretty sure most of you are passionate about helping people, which is not always easy, and quite often you may not receive the reward you should get and you deserve. And I want you to show how you can change it if you want it. Like if you are a small business owner, this information might even be a way how to ease or how to simplify your services, because I'm pretty sure at the moment you have lots of work to do, lots of taxes, laws, and so on you have to pay attention to. And I'll show you something where you still can help people and you still experience the happiness of helping people, but with much less trouble, problems, and everything which is around the little profit you may get. So let's dive right into the topic, and let's ask you a question first. Well, you might know actually the answer, because this is what you actually sell to people, because you don't sell your medication or your service, but people come to you because they have a problem. And what does the problem cause? Or let us put it in that way. What's the most important good people can ask for? And do you really think you, as health professional, it's a luxury car or gold or anything? Or what about if you got something you can even sell to billionaires and the Queen, especially the British Queen? If you look at her age, where she is, I got a good, and if you want you as well, she really wants. Literally everyone wants it. And the older person gets, the more valuable it is. What is it I'm talking about? It's the time. More healthy, happy lifetime without distraction by usual health problems. And I'm pretty sure up to here, this is your goal for your patients as well, isn't it? I hope you're not one of these people who just help enough that they come back after a couple of weeks, that you continue earning from them. I assume that you are someone who is passionate, and yeah, that's what I hope you are. And actually you, and also you hope for your clients, they shall jump out of the bed in the morning and enjoy life, so that the age turns just into a number. They shall enjoy their life to the fullest until the very last day, and so that everyone can actually do what they want to do, what's their original purpose of life, which might not be paying bills and work themselves to death almost. So how does a life look for many people? Well, Christmas, not so long had Christmas, which meant lots of money for gifts, unwanted gifts. Lots of these gifts are made in China, then expensive food, and is coming along. This means lots of costs again, just for one single cozy moment. You might not be able to afford because you actually don't have the money or neither the time. And what if you can invest in something where you can have lots of cozy moments whenever you want? Yeah. This is where I will talk about in the next couple of minutes. What about an investment or a gift for you, and especially for your people you look after, that helps them, that puts money into your pockets as well, but in theirs as well? And what if you can spend next Christmas in a place where it is warm and where you actually would want to be, and unlimited? And also that gives your health and your body a feeling you may not have had for years. And so the same thing for your people you look after. If you are in the health industry, you might have a business which is located to a special address. So what if you can provide similar services, making people happy, but you can do it from all over the world as long as you got internet business? And well, I'm pretty sure you once started in the health industry also because you thought you can earn good money there. So simply create your own lifestyle business in a way that people see what you do, how you live, and they start asking you, how did you do that? And this is the occasion where you tell them what you did and where the money comes in. So today's webinar will show you how to secure your family financially and how you always will have time for them whenever you want. Then a system that keeps you and your family healthy, and which can also be a personal development. I think this is very important as a business owner too, but I think we think differently anyway compared to job seekers. But you can never learn enough, isn't it? And also how to build an income stress-free so that you can do whatever you want when you want it, and you can also say no to an order or a requirement. I think this is the most important thing. You can say no because you have another income source so that you don't have to accept jobs or patients because you need. And also you can give lots of good stuff in return. And I'll show you examples and numbers. Just a few words about myself. I'm from Germany. I live in the UK since 2006, and I've got a classic education like school, job training. I love everything about online marketing, and I was also self-employed for 3 years, so I know how it feels like to work and without having a proper proper times where you can go home and when you get a paid holiday, because if you're self-employed or business owner, you simply don't work, but you don't get a holiday, not an official one. At the moment, I work for over 2 years, and due to lack of my financial education, I lost my family, and now I got something to get back on the right track. And if you are in a business situation where you're also a bit struggling, think about, listen to my information. This might help you. Let me show you 4 examples for friends, and I want to start with a friend who has shared this information with me. And this young gentleman was 80,000 euros in debt when he found out about it, and now he earns 50,000 euros a month in a bad month. In good months, it is already way more, and this is money he simply can use to enjoy his life. And what would you do with just the half of the money, free to use every single month just for you? I'm pretty sure there are lots of things you can think of. You can do like traveling and or buying your dream house and whatever you would like. Another young gentleman, Mr. Ralph Robert Binder, he trained me in terms of online marketing, and he teaches it at the university, and he was the first one who could explain it to me in a way that even me, I understood how it works. Then Mrs. Andrea Kulik-Piels, she is an entrepreneur in a wheelchair. She had a business. She is a former hairstylist, and she is a mom of several children, and this altogether caused her a burnout after a couple of years, and she ended up in the bed, very sick. And now she is back into a wheelchair, and we all hope she can walk in the near future again. And another guy, Mr. Markus Elmleitner, he's almost blind, but works as an entrepreneur. And the reason I tell you the last examples is maybe you got clients who are this problems here and there. There are ways for them still to earn money, good money, and it doesn't matter if they sit in a wheelchair or not. It's all about doing the required work, and this is not a complicated work. I will show you at the end. So if you have people who are struggling because of their shape of health, as long as they can use a computer, if they have fingers to move, and Microsoft even developed something for people who can't really use the finger, then there is actually no excuse left not to do anything. So I think these are also good news where you can help your people. And the last guy, a friend of mine, Mr. Viktor von Giszewski, he is South African, and he changed me a lot also mindset-wise. How was my situation? I worked self-employed as a courier. I had 50 hours, 50 hours week, often more, especially Fridays were very long. I was drained out after 2 years with an occupational burnout, and so I was forced to look for a solution. I couldn't wait until I ended up in the hospital sick, because I'm on my own. I have nobody who can take care of me. So I had to stop early enough. And I also had a number of whys that actually pushed me, and which is, for example, a passive income to secure my retirement, because younger people, 1970s and later, they will get a poor retirement money. I would like to travel much more, to explore much more of this world. Self-development is always a good thing. You should achieve to become a better person every single day in little steps, and to share the good experience I got through a product that helped me to get back my life, and hopefully also the life of your clients. I refuse to feel old as long as there is a solution and excuse me for a better body feeling. And I want to start my own YouTube channel to speak about interesting topics most people don't know about yet. Let's take a look how the situation may look like for many people. Maybe maybe not so much for you, but of your clients, and they are the people you actually want to help to. Normal employees, they have rarely free time. Also, a small business owner and self-employed and families and friends have to adjust to a little bit of spare time. Your income might fit to normal days, but if anything unexpected comes along, you may run into a problem like a car breakdown by an accident where your car is actually ready to be scrapped, or your house might have a bigger repair where you use lots of money, or what happens if anything happens to you that takes you off the work or out of the business for some time. Who will earn money then? If everything depends on you, you will have a problem. And let's be honest, these are people who actually betting and they gamble, and they hope that every day is not the day of the worst scenario or worst case scenario. So the thing is, can you really invest into your healthy food and stress-free holidays? And last but not least, what about your children's education? Education is very expensive in English-speaking countries, and especially in the UK. Just think how much 1 year of visiting a university costs in England. So if you don't want to apply for a student loan, I think already this could be a big why to look for something extra that makes you money on site. Let me show you the situation I was in just for a minute. I was broke with my retirement money for the 1970s. I'm a 1970 born, will be quite poor. And for later people, they might not get anything. We don't know exactly. And also just think that you have no work until your 67th birthday. Also, I come from a broke family and I caused one as well. And the main reason is lack of financial knowledge and how to generate money. And that's why I work on a mindset change. I want to keep my parents' house. I don't want strangers in there. Finally, to meet the person I feel connected to, but I can't see her because she doesn't live around the corner, and it will cost me a long distance flight. And I hardly can afford this at the moment. And also, the most important tool at all I talk about in this webinar is the product that helps me to get out of my occupational burnout in a week. And if you have people, people you look after and they are actually overworked, you can solve their problems in, I don't want to say no time, but within days. You can give them their life back so that they get the power and the mental power to withdraw themselves out of the situation they are in. And I think this is a big value you can give to your patients and clients. And you don't want to miss this opportunity. And especially since you still make profit out of the situation for a long time. And last but not least, I want to be free financially and geographically. I want to work from places where I am, and I don't want to stick to a certain address. So what did I do to solve my problem? Well, the very first time I saw the home business model was in 2002, but I was unable to make it. I couldn't do it at all because mindset-wise, I was elsewhere. Then I found Lisa Travis on YouTube who taught me don't appear salesy, take someone's hand and guide this person to the better side. And then a video of the guy I mentioned before already, Benjamin Heine's YouTube video, how to approach people in the right way. And I left a comment under his video telling the situation I am in and where I'm from. And then 6 weeks for the next 6 weeks, he posted me if I want to start with him. Well, I was actually willing and interested to start, but I had to do some researches about the company first, and I actually didn't have the money to start the investment, the little investment, and I had to get this first. But I want to guide you through the research I did, so that you might get an idea how powerful the tool is I'm talking about, and I'll tell you it's more powerful and more valuable than any gold you can think of, because Mother Nature is the best thing you can think of. This is the guy I was talking about, and the company he is with is called Kajani. And if you think now this is a Finnish name, no, it isn't. It is a name from, or a word from an American native tribe, but don't ask me yet which tribe it is. I'm pretty sure you know all these problems by yourself: the fast food, lack of sleep, crazy pharmacy tools. And let me tell you something. As a courier, I actually have been to almost 30 hospitals in the UK. I have seen how this health system works, and I collected samples, and I also delivered pharmacy stuff to patients' doorstep. When I saw how some of these people look like, and how crazy the drug system with its many signatures looks like, you just want to run away from this job. And later on, I refused to do this job because this hurted me so much. I couldn't anymore see people. And I remember an old man shouting in a pharmacy where his pills were he demanded. He behaved like a drug addict, and I think that man was close to his 80s. So I think this is not a situation you actually want, and I don't want it too. And I want you to help me that we better some people's life, because not everyone is open for this. And I'm pretty sure you also know what is caused. What's the reason for all this? Here you see how farming ground is traded these days. And after the school, I learned to be a horticulturist. I learned how to grow flowers, and also I learned details about soil and farming grounds, if you want to put it in that way. And I know that what you don't put in the ground anymore, it's not in your food. So nowadays, supermarket food looks nice and well designed, but it's actually useless. There is not much in there. So the modern agriculture prevents the production of high nutrition food. And I think you know more better than me in how many problems you run into if you have a lack of nutrition over a long time. And maybe you as well, because you are just a human being as well. You just know a little bit more than your patients do. So this was a picture I found then when I researched about the Kajani products, and the top of it is the Alaskan blueberry. If you think of Alaska, Alaska is cold, I think almost 5 months or maybe even more snow, frost, and the summer can be warm, but the nights are still cool. And this is a place where the Alaskan blueberry grows in the wild. And to survive in this harsh environment, it developed ingredients so and supportive for the human body. And the Kajani company found a way to put it into juice to consume. But it's not just about one fruit. They added 22 superfoods to it, and here you see a number of other fruits they were added to it. and in a high concentration. So this little packet covers your daily needs of vitamins, minerals for a whole day. Here you see a number of berries and fruits which are added to the Kayani power juice. As I said, the top is the Alaskan blueberry, but here are also some other fruits. And maybe you know that aloe vera was once the reason to found an own business. Here, you don't have to go to them, you get it through us. And also mangosteen once has been a reason to start an own business. And it's not listed here, but the noni fruit is included as well. And there was someone who also founded a business around the noni fruit. And well, you as a professional, you may know about what these fruits do, but 5 of them to share some information about what I found out. But basically, you can go in Google, enter the fruit's name and put or add health benefits to it, and you will be flushed. Let's start with the aronia berries. The aronia berries come with lots of antioxidants. They take care of the urinary tract. So yeah, people, and maybe you as well, if you're not such a young person anymore, the visits of the toilet are supported. Then the balance of the blood pressure is an important thing, important feature. Also, it prevents or supports people with diabetes. And how many people you know with diabetes and who allegedly are sick for the rest of their life, and how many Facebook groups exist around just diabetics. And it also comes with an anti-carcinogenic effect. So that means people with these problems, they can find support as well. And at this time, I want to make a little disclaimer, because I am not a doctor. I'm not allowed to say that any of this fruit helps, but I can show you testimonials and cases of people who got some awesome results by consuming this product, and now they enjoy their life to the fullest, and they don't even think anymore of visiting a GP. Let's now pick the acai berries. The acai berries, they look after the health of your heart. They also support weight loss, even though we are not talking about a weight loss product here. This is not engineered and designed to lose weight. But isn't it good that you can even support this problem? And I will tell you in a minute why. Also, it comes with anti-aging effects and encourage the libido, as well as the mental function. Let's now go over to the grape seed. Maybe you haven't seen grapes with seed in there for a long time, because the normal consumer hates seed in their fruits. But I still know, I remember when I was a kid, you still could buy grapes with seed in there. And the good thing about grapeseed is it contains something which is called tocotrienol. And maybe you know that tocotrienol is hated by cancer cells. So people who consume this, they might experience something that they are not loved anymore by the doctor they normally go to. Also, let's talk about the amla berries. The amla berry look after your liver, the health of your liver. They also control the blood sugar. They help to decrease inflammations, and they keep healthy skin and hair. And as I said, I'm a 1970 and I have hair that grows like crazy, and I don't have any gray hair in the age of 48. And I think this will take a longer time until I get my first one. And let's finish this short introduction with the mangosteen, because I can't talk about every single food, that would take too long. Anti-aging, prevents acne, supports healthier cardiac function, it promotes red blood cells, and also the skin health, and also it has anti-cancer properties. So I only named 5 fruits of 20, and you might now get an idea how powerful this product is. And if you still think, oh, I can go to Tesco or Morrison, I buy my blueberry juice there. No, first of all, it's just a blueberry. Second, these are blueberries from normal plantation. They are not Alaskan one. And third of all, this juice is just the blueberry. They didn't add all the other healthy foods to them. And also, all these fruits, they grow in different parts of the world. So if you would like to create this product by yourself, aside of the fact that you have to do researches, you have to have a very quick aircraft, because you have to make a triple trip around the world in one day to guarantee freshness and, yeah, to literally make the juice out of it. So I think this on its own is already an interesting information. This was a picture I got when I did my research, and this looked healthy to me, and I wanted to give it a try. Let's now talk about the nitric oxide, and the nitric oxide is another main thing of the game, and this is also the one where the Nobel Prize for Medicine comes into the game. There was a gentleman, Mr. Robert Burgott. In 1998, he received the Nobel Prize for Medicine because he found out about the molecule of life, the nitric oxide. And you, as a health professional, I most probably don't have to explain you any of these topics. You can see here by yourself. And from my point of view, the last one, supports proper nutrition absorption, is a very important one, because it is responsible that people's body can absorb nutrition in their food. So if you don't have a good rate or production rate of nitric oxide in your body, you can eat as much as you can, and the food you actually eat is useless, because your body can't use the ingredients of your food. And the problem is, when you are 20, everything is fine. But if you are heading your 60s or even later, but nitric production rate has decreased to 15% or even less. And well, I think that says everything. So the goal of the Kayani company is to put the production rate of nitric oxide back to where it was when you were 20. Which means you then have also the energy level of a person who is in her or his 20, and this changed your personal game a lot, because if you are 60 and or whatever you want to pick, this is a huge game changer for things you do in your life. And then you are at a point where you can say age is just a number. And just think of your loved ones. If you have a wife or a husband, don't you think they are happy to see you more healthy and more powerful for a longer time? And now think of your patient the same. So I think we don't have to explain this any longer. let's just talk about the Kayani sunset, and these are the all big products of the nutrition part of Kayani. Kayani decided to be in the nutrition and skincare because these are huge markets, and but also something where you give people value. And that is all about giving them a great time and value. And what literally does is to provide your people and maybe yourself a better sleep. And even here, you also read the name tocotrienols and omega-3. I don't have to tell you, explain you what that means, because we already talked about, and you should know as a professional what it does to people. As I say, you have a better sleep, and I also heard many people saying they don't have to visit the toilet anymore in the night. So if before taking this product, they are lucky to sleep 4 hours in one go. They have now the full hours of 7 or maybe 8 with a deep, refreshing sleep. And I'm pretty sure you know what difference a deep, refreshing sleep makes to people, so that they wake up in the morning and are powerful immediately, and they are not people who need hours, or it takes them hours to become acceptable by other people. This is the ensemble I got when I got started. Here you see also a 7 days tester pack. The system is designed in that way, or Kayani designed everything in that way, that people see a result or feel a result within 7 days, which was very important. People need to feel results quickly and not after weeks or months. And I actually felt a change after day number 3 a little bit, but I wasn't sure before day number 4. And the sense is, if you have patients where you think they are nice and they are connected to you, and you really want to see them doing better, give them a 7-day tester pack, and after 7 days we talk. And the consumption is actually quite simple because everything talks for itself. Sunrise, this packet in the morning when you leave the bed, sunset right before bedtime, and the nitric oxide, you consume it during the daytime a couple of times. I would recommend, if you have any difficult incidents ahead, like a meeting or operation or anything where you need to be aware 100%, use some drops before, and this is the fastest working fluid I know, because it works literally within seconds. Let us lose a couple of words about the skincare of Kayani as well. I think you also are aware of all these names which are in normal skincare you can get from Tesco, Morrison, Sainsbury, or maybe even from brand names you get in expensive stores. None of this artificials was worked into the Flores skincare system. The Flores skincare system is actually vegan. It's completely natural, like the whole production of Kayani. And you could actually eat the skincare. Of course, nobody does it, but isn't it great what you can eat? You want to see on your skin. What you can't eat, you don't want to be you don't want to work into your skin, isn't it? And the sense of it is to force or to regenerate the growth of the stem cells. That means if you use it for a week or 2, you start getting a fresh feeling in your face. And I'm very happy about the serum, for example. I really had a fresh face. I felt so young. I didn't feel my age anymore at all. That's all I can say. And also, these names speak for themselves. So the question is, do you want to suffer or see people suffer, or isn't it worth to invest this money in a natural product that gives them value and which makes them happy, and they are happy because you have shown them a way how to become happy, and this is where your money comes into place. And this is where we want to talk about now, about the founder of Kayani. These are the two Hansens. They are brothers, and the Taylor family. The Hansens, they are involved in the oil business. They run several petrol stations, hotels, and restaurants. And the Taylors, they are also the owner of Idaho Potatoes, and they produce 2.5 million pounds of potatoes every single day. And these people are business experienced for a long time, and Kayani is just a nice add-on, especially pushed by their wives because they wanted to give people something good because they have so much money they actually don't know where to use it. And they wanted to give something to the people, but their husbands only can think in business, and this is the result. These are the three people, the scientists, the main scientists. I don't want to confuse you with too many names. Then you want to know if everything is serious, and these are three organizations. They register direct selling companies, and they prove them if they are real, true, and fair. And I want to mention first the Direct Selling Association for America. The CEO of the Direct Selling Association from America, Mr. Bishias, Mr. Michael Bishias, he was once the CEO of the Direct Selling Association, and when he found out about Kayani, he was so astonished that he decided to change to Kayani, and that means we got someone on board who makes sure that everything is legal and works in the best way it should do. Here is a screenshot of the CELDIA, the European Direct Selling Association, and boom, Kayani is here. Also, if you are dedicated to sport as well, or if you looks after sport people, this is a huge market for you. This is a market creator for you, because there is an institution in Cologne, in Germany, the Kölner Liste. They look after staff people intake in order to perform better. And I'm pretty sure you can think of lots of stuff which is dangerous and people got suspended. But here, boom, Kayani is listed. Kayani is listed to free to use. So if you have any sports professionals, or if you are one in your spare time, you can use the Kayani products, use Mother Nature to support your performance, and they can't suspend you because otherwise they would have to forbid the nature, and this is a bit stupid. And let me give you 4 names of people who already use Kayani products, and without these products they could not perform as they do. And there is a guy with the name Jesper Stechmann. He is a free diver, and he was only able to do his performance because of the nutrition supply. Then Mike Rogers, Josh Tyler, Alec Puccio, and Gannon Baker. You can look for these guys in YouTube, or simply go for Kayani and sport, and you will find a number of testimonials which are interesting and promising. And as we are in the UK, there is almost nobody who is doing anything at the present time. So what would you need to earn money through this product, and how can you add it to your current business? Well, the simple thing is use the product first by yourself, because you need to be the one who knows what it is like, get experience with it, then feel the changes of your body. And you might even want, if you have a bigger team around you in your business, you might want them to consume this product as well in order to do a better performance. Find new customers and find new business partners in order to earn from them. That's everything. You don't have to store any package in your business rooms except what you use by yourself. Then you have nothing to do with the logistic part. This is taken off by the company. You have nothing to do with the support. So if there is any complaint, it's not you have to deal with. But Kayani is so confident they provide a 30 days money back guarantee on their product. And I never heard anybody doing these complaints. But if you find anything which doesn't sound all right for you or doesn't taste all right for you, just simply send back the empty packages, the used packages, and they refund you minus the postage. So we are on. That's why I say sharing is caring. So if you share this information I gave you so far yet with your family, your patients, and your friends, inner circle, whatever, you make them happy and you care for them. That's why they say sharing is caring. It doesn't actually matter in what background you are at the moment, but of course, I think it helps you if you have experiences in the health industry at a certain point. It doesn't matter if you had a problem or if you had lots of jobs before or whatever you are in, it doesn't matter, as long as you're willing to do the necessary work, and I will help you with this work as much as I can. Be a good listener, and this is something you are anyway, so there's nothing new for you. And the same is about asking questions. You have to ask your patients in order to learn what their problem is. So since you already are used to do it, so this is actually something you do anyway, and this is not a problem for you, shouldn't be. You are also a helpful person who loves to help people, so you got already the only thing you need. All it is, you should be able to download an app onto your smartphone, and you, as I said, enjoy and be passionate about helping people. That's the most important features. If you want to get more information, because I can't talk in this webinar for 2 hours, nobody would listen to me, go to your app store, download this app, install the app, and this is a welcome screen where it says United Kingdom if you live in the UK. If your first language is not English, just pick your language. This app was translated into 23 languages. Inside of the app, you find videos about the product, about the nutrition and the skincare part, but also how you will be rewarded financially. And there is also a short speech from one of the handsons. You can do your business actually in 65 countries. So the question is, how many patients do you serve at the moment? Because in most cases, they have to come to you physically so that you can take a look of them. So you are restricted to a very local area, isn't it? So in this case, all we do is we share information, we inform. That's all it is. We do not sell, we inform, and we point people out to this information like I do at the moment. Here, as unfortunately, I only got the US dollar examples. Of course, if you live in the UK, everything is in pound and the numbers vary slightly. It's all about how much effort you or we put in order to earn a good money. And I will show you at the end why, if you're situated in the UK, it's really worth to get started. These are the several ranking you can achieve. The higher, of course, the better it is. And the good thing about Payani is you only need 3 business partner. You have to find 3 business partner who are interested to help other people as well, like in the way you do. And as soon as you got 3 people, you help these 3 people to find their 3 people. And as we are good people, we continue helping. At the moment, it would be basically me who does webinars and who shares this information. The more we help, the more you and me are successful. And it's just down to us how fast this is done, isn't it? And the really good thing is you will earn from every single person who will sign up with you or who will enter your organization. So the UK at the moment has just a handful of people. And look how many people just live in London. So 500,000 distributors just in the greater London area with 12 million people. This is like nothing. And imagine if you earn money, let's say, from just 100,000 people. How does it sound to you? Of course, there is some work involved, but we also find people later on who helps us to do the work. So this is the greatest thing I ever heard of, and hopefully you too. And I think this is a nice add-on to your current business, isn't it? And then, of course, if you always wanted to run your dream car without paying rates for it, because it's done by the company. Here they have a dream car program. There's several leadership trainings, meetings, and also fun all around the world, literally all around the world. And if you are with Kayani for a longer time, then the money is not a problem anymore. You can travel there. And now the most important question, pyramid scheme. No, it's not, because we were talking about a real product that adds value to people's life and is sold, shipped, consumed, and reordered again, because there is an auto ship function. And believe me, people who got used to the Kayani product, they want it again, because they don't want to miss the effect. Then ask yourself, your former school, the church, and normal companies, they are actually real pyramid schemes, because the boss tells his people what to do, and it's really the other way around. Our business model is different in that way, because if we don't help our partners to become successful, if we are not nice to them, we don't earn. And take a look back how many scary managers are in normal companies that you actually wish to send to the moon. They will never help their people. They only think of their pockets. And in our case, it's really different. Now, just some numbers. How much does it take to get started? Okay, McDonald's and Subway is not in the health business, but I don't want to know how much money you invested to get started your health business. If you are just a coach, maybe not so much will cost to learn about it. But here you got the numbers to start a McDonald's and to start a Subway. Keep these numbers in mind and see the membership, the one-time life membership for Kayan is less than £40. The lowest entry price to order your first starter package is 420. The highest is a bit above 1,000. And the medium, the highest one contains some 7 days tester packages you already can share with your best people, and that's it. That's it. And everything that comes out of it, if you are later in your career able to afford something big, where people say or ask, how could he do that? It all came from this money you can see here. Also, as we are in the UK, there is a law that says these payments have to be shared in 2 payments. The first payments will be £150 and the rest is paid later. Also, you get the permission to start your business in 65 countries. From the very first day, you can use the Kyanic logistics system. You get 1 year free use of the Kyani Pro app, and it's not just an app to demonstrate what the business is about, but it's also an app with an online shop and also a function to control and to check your organization. And this is a powerful app. It's not just a funny game app. Here, this is how a tester pack maybe look like if you get it first time, depending on where you focused on. So the question now is, how can we get started? Let's have a short meeting. Let's talk about where you are, what your people are, what's your goals, and all this thing. We can do it physically or WhatsApp, through the phone, through Skype, whatever is the best thing for you. Then we find out the right starter package for you, and we will take a look how you can get started, which is your best customer avatar. That are people you can relate to because you know their needs and sorrows, and they know that you know and you feel for them, and that is your gate for you to help them, which you do anyway already, but with the Kyani tools, you can achieve a better result, hopefully. And as I said, the extra challenge for the UK residents is just we are only a handful of people in 2018 and 19, and there is room for lots of development. I now came to the end of this little presentation. I hope you didn't feel too much bored. I hope I could share some good information with you and to give you an idea how you can earn extra money, and especially how you can help yourself. Here are my contact details. Make a picture of it, screenshot or picture with the smartphone. Get in touch with me or leave a comment under this video, and we take it from there. Enjoy the rest of the day, night, or wherever you are, and yeah, do the best you can. Thank you for listening to me, and bye for now.